So we sent the engine down to Stevie, and he determined that it had gotten really hot for reasons that we couldn't quite figure out. And he fixed everything that was broken, took the rings, put in new rings, new bearings, remachined it. I think the crank needed a little bit of repair work. And he put it all back together again. And he called me up and said, okay, the engine's fixed. Why don't you come down here with your car and put the engine in the car in my shop, and then go race the double divisional at Bakersfield, and we'll make sure that it's running just right. And as he was saying it, it sounded like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of miles and a lot of money, but it sounded like a good idea actually in the end. So we decided, we loaded up the car in the trailer, and we headed down to Modesto, California. We left here on a Monday morning and drove all the way until Monday night and arrived at Stevie's place and put the engine in the car in Stevie's shop. You'll see pictures at the end here. And I bought a bunch of VP C11 off of him, and we tested out the car the next morning after finishing touches of getting the engine installed, and it had the same problems as when we installed the engine at our place, which was a bummer but a relief, because if there's anybody who can fix this, it's Stevie, and we realized we weren't crazy. And after a lot of messing around, we figured out it was the distributor. When the distributor was in our car hooked up to our ignition system, it behaved totally differently than when the same distributor was hooked up to the ignition system at Stevie's dyno. So it would run fine on the dyno, get all tuned in, and then when we put it in our car hooked up to our ignition box, it didn't work at all, and it made it run 50 degrees or more advanced. Now that's what caused all the heat and the mayhem in the engine before. You can't race an engine at 50 degrees advanced unless you've got some nitro dragster or something. So
I renoticed.